For our agenda today, we will be reviewing the following: overview of the new user interface, overview of the new added features, moving your company from the SmartTech mobile app to the new Proven Jobs mobile application, and reviewing any questions that you may have. The Proven Jobs mobile app is an entirely new application design and has been written on an entirely new updated platform. The new Proven Jobs mobile offers a new easy-to-use interface. Users will notice upon login, the main app home screen has been redesigned for a new, easier-to-read viewable format. This new design breaks down the main app home screen into 4 quadrants of clock in, clock out, the Jobs My Schedule feature, along with equipment transfer, and the sync info section. One major difference in our application design is our app settings function. Our app setting allows users to enable individualized app settings that were not existent in our previous app design. To access, users can select the Proven Jobs logo or the settings icon located in the upper section of the screen. Here, the user has access to individualized user app settings that they can choose to enable. Some newly added features within this screen are the addition of the following options: the ability to view the logged in username, the ability to view the current logged in database name. This option is great for companies that do have multiple databases. A new ability to choose the language option within the database. As it currently stands, users can choose to utilize the English or French option. Upon release of the new mobile application, this option will not be available in our first mobile app release, but will come in later releases. The option to show active job only on menu screen. This option decides if the user wants to show the current active job only within the app home screen, or if the user chooses to have this job displayed while the user is navigating within the job screen area. The Enable Speech-to-Text option is intended for text inputs to show the voice recognition button and allow for the user to speak the text input content within the app window. The Persist Taken Pictures option is intended for pictures taken from the app camera to be held within the device's photo gallery. The Call Camera in Looping. This option is intended for the app's camera function to be called in looping when taking pictures and scanning barcodes within the equipment scanning function. This is limited to 20 calls in looping. Export Audit Trail. When the download button is selected, it will enable an export of any available audit information. The audit log file is automatically submitted to our support team without any further action from the user. The Manage Local Files options. This option is available to view pending files that are available for upload, files that are already in a sync queue, and files that are not associated with any job in case an error has occurred or a file gets lost within the app's folder. Users can navigate to the job file if pending upload is residing within this file, or can navigate to the sync screen and sync. If in any time a user feels the need to remove the files associated within this local files section, they can do so by selecting the X option to the right of the file name. Back within the main app home screen, users have the option for an easy access clock in and clock out functionality that can be accessed throughout the day. To clock in, just like our old app functionality, users can utilize the clock in functionality or the Jobs My Schedule feature. For today's training, we are going to begin with the clock in, clock out function in the upper left quadrant of the main app window. Once the user has selected clock in, the functionality remains the same as the previous app. However, the users have a larger, easier to read user interface. The last active job will automatically insert itself within the Jobs section. To enter in a new job file, the user can select the plus icon to the right of the job section to populate a searchable list. Within the job search list, the user can simply tap the job to select which will carry the job and insert itself into the clock in screen. Once the user has confirmed clock in, the app will carry the user over to the clock out and change job feature as our previous app functioned. Here, the user choose to utilize these features or select the main app home screen button located in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. At any given time, the user can verify clock-in status that will be viewable within the same upper left quadrant within the main app home screen. Here, the user can verify job number, time on job, and when the user clocked in. The next section we are going to take a peek at is the Jobs My Schedule section. Here, users can quickly access the Jobs My Schedule feature to view scheduled assigned work orders or to view job information. Within this screen, users will notice the same today, week, and all job function is still available. Work orders are visible in a more condensed view upon entry. This screen will allow users to see the job name, job number, location address, along with a start and end time. When the See More option is selected, the user can view details belonging to the work order. As with our previous app version, if a user selects the job file to clock into, the user can select the clock in function in the upper left-hand corner of the job file screen. This will allow the user to clock in to the scheduled work order. When the user selects the clock in function, it will take the user back to the associated job file, allowing them to enter notes, attach pictures, enter forms, log equipment, or complete workflow compliance. The same search functionality exists for users within the job search screen, dependent upon user permissions. Our job search window is a bit larger and clearer for users to see job information quickly, to distinguish job types and stages at a glance. Users will notice that the job information screen is probably the biggest user interface modification. The clock in out button has now moved to the left-hand side of the job information screen. The Proven On-Site section is still housed within the middle section of the screen. The job site mapping functionality still exists within the mobile application, utilizing the default mapping functionality. The job information has moved from the upper section to the lower section of the job information of the job file. The contact information and customer information is in the lower section. Along the lower panel of the job file, you will notice the info, notes, attachments, form, equipment, and the workflow icons. Each file is accessible by tapping to open. The Notes section of the Proven Jobs job file exists with the same functionality as our previous app. With our new interface, This allows users to view notes within a larger note format. The download icon has been modified a bit, but is in the same location within the upper section of the Notes tab. Users still have the ability to complete to-dos within the mobile application. Users can create a new note within our note creation window by either selecting a log note template if an internet connection is available. This will pull log note templates from the Proven Jobs web system and allow the user to apply as a note within the job file. Additionally, users can create notes within the job file that have note topics that sync to the Proven Jobs mobile application. Our Attachments tab again utilizes the same functionality as our previous app version, allowing the user to utilize either the Camera or Choose Files option. The user can also enter a file name or utilize the Prompt to Annotate feature. When the camera function is utilized, the user also have the option to utilize the directory functionality or create a new directory. If the user chooses to modify the existing pictures that have been captured, they can simply select to open or the X to remove. As our previous app version, the user also has the option to download attachments and tap to open to view. If a user navigates away from the attach screen and pictures are pending upload, a banner will appear indicating that the pictures are awaiting to be uploaded. Those same pictures will be available within the Manage Local Files option that we spoke about earlier in today's session. If the user selects the associated picture within the Manage Local Files section, they can select the associated file. The system will confirm with the user that the file is associated with a job file. It will allow the user to select the Go to Job icon, allowing the user to go to the associated job file, in which they can select the Attach option to continue the upload process. Our new Forms tab allows the user a more interactive forms view. When a form is selected and applied to a job file, the form has a new and improved user interface, allowing the user a better visible form view. The user can still sign, save, and print as needed, and the same option to send an email. There has been very little modifications to our Equipment tab. The user still has the ability to utilize the camera scan functionality or the equipment list functionality. Users can select multiple pieces of equipment to scan to a job site location, and the system will tell the user how much equipment has been left on site and the total days the equipment is left at that job site location. When the user navigates away from the site location, as our previous version, a warning will indicate that equipment is still left on site. One of our newest features within the new Proven Jobs mobile application is the ability to complete workflow compliance. Once within the Proven Jobs job file, within the lower section, the user now has a new workflow icon. Upon logging in to the workflow screen, the user will need to select the download icon to download the current available workflows. The user has 3 banners across the top. These banners indicate the workflow status of not completed, completed, and all jobs. Not completed, the workflows within this section are workflows that are triggered but have not been completed. The completed section our workflows that are triggered and the ending trigger has been satisfied. Therefore, the workflow is in the completed stage. And the All Jobs section indicates how many workflows have been enabled on the current job file, completed versus active and assigned workflows. In this training example, let's toggle over to the Not Completed Workflow section. Within this screen, the user can see the description associated with the assigned workflow, the starting trigger, and the ending trigger. To complete a workflow action item, the user will need to select the sequence number to open up the workflow action. To complete the workflow action of the contacted date, it will automatically populate the current date and time. If the workflow action is past due, an exception note will need to be entered. Please note, by utilizing the workflow functionality and the utilization of the dates function within the triggers, we have effectively filled in the contacted date on this job file. If users will note, on our previous app version, the only way for users to enter in a date on a job file was to utilize a custom form for date entry. With our new workflow functionality, when utilizing date triggers and the user satisfies the triggers, this will in essence fill in the dates on the previous job's job file once synced. Once the workflow has been satisfied, it will flow over into the All Jobs section. To download additional workflow triggers, select the download icon. Please note, at the present time, the workflow functionality of incomplete cannot be completed within the Proven Jobs mobile application. Additionally, the workflow action for pending workflows is also not available at the present time. With our workflow functionality, we have the ability to apply ending triggers that involve document uploads that can also be utilized within the Proven Job mobile application. When utilizing this functionality, it is recommended that users utilize the custom form option when utilizing the Proven Jobs system. This allows users to easily process this ending trigger. In my example today, I'm going to just download an additional workflow. In this workflow, it is requiring an emergency water authorization. The starting trigger was the actual start date, and the ending trigger was a work authorization. When selected, this allows the user to utilize a camera function or a choose file option. However, when utilizing a custom form option, the form that needs to be uploaded has to be verbatim, including the file extension name. This is why the utilization of the custom form option is the easiest way to satisfy this trigger. So I'm going to select my Forms tab and select the associated work authorization that the system is requiring. The user can see that the workflow has now been satisfied based off the uploaded authorization to the job file. Throughout the Proven Jobs job file, the user can quickly access job information by selecting the drop-down menu option in the upper section of the job screen. This allows the user to view job site location information if needed. Back within the main app window, the user has access to sync information in the lower right quadrant of the screen. This sync information allows users to view sync status and a percentage completion, and allows the user to view last sync and time. The History tab allows the user to view sync history, along with equipment transfer information if selected. The History tab will also show any time cards related to the user, as well as job creation history. As you can see, all of our mobile app features have remained intact with our new and improved Proven Jobs mobile application, along with some newly added features and benefits for our users. The next item I want to review is the transition process for your company from the Smart Tech mobile app to the new Proven Jobs mobile application. Step 1 in this process is to schedule a call with support. Users will need to schedule the transition with a Proven Solutions team member. This can be done by emailing our support team staff at support@canamsys.com or calling 1-877-712-2626 extension 2. To begin this transition process, a PSA support team member will provide companies with a final cutover date. Companies who utilize the Smart Tech mobile application will need to ensure that all information has synced before making this switch. Step 2. In preparation for the switch, users can reach out to a support team member to book training to learn how the new app functions, or users can also utilize the PSA help library where access to how-to videos and associated guides are available. Step 3. Users will need to update the Smart Tech PSA mobile application in preparation to moving on to the Proven Jobs mobile app. An update will be available within the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store. This is to avoid any potential data getting lost during the transition process. Step 4. All users will need to ensure a final sync has been completed and that there are no pending items in the sync info section before logging out of the app. Our recommendation is at the end of the business day, each user reviews their sync info to confirm the final sync has taken place. Step 5. All users will need to download the Proven Jobs mobile app from the Apple App Store or the Google Play Store. Please note that users will not be able to log in to the database until Step 6 is completed. This step is prepping for the next step in this process. Step 6. On the date your company is scheduled to switch over to the new Proven Jobs app, our support team will notify your administrators via email that the switch has taken place. Please note that this functionality can only be enabled by a PSA support team member. Once this has been confirmed, users can now log in to Proven Jobs Mobile. Users can now log in to the new Proven Jobs mobile application. Once logged in, the system will initialize a sync of the database to pull any data from the Proven Jobs web system. Users should see confirmed sync before jobs and information will be available to be viewed. This may take a few minutes initially. Prior to deleting Smart Tech, please ensure that all information has been synced back to the Proven Jobs web system, more specifically time cards. Once all data is confirmed, ensure the Proven Jobs mobile app is receiving new jobs and information. Users can now delete the Smart Tech mobile app from their device. If there are any challenges with the transition, please do not hesitate to contact PSA support. Let's quickly review some frequently asked questions. Can some of my team members utilize the old Smart Tech mobile app and some of them utilize the new Proven Jobs mobile application? Unfortunately, everyone in your company must convert to one mobile application. How long will the old SmartTech mobile app be supported? Approximately 6 months. What if I do not sync my old SmartTech mobile app? You could lose time cards or significant data that has not synced to the Proven Jobs web system. Once you have moved to the new Proven Jobs mobile application, can I move back to the old SmartTech mobile app? No, unfortunately, once you have switched your team over to the new Proven Jobs mobile app, you cannot revert back to the old SmartTech mobile application. How can I train my company on the new Proven Jobs mobile app? As we mentioned previously, companies can book training through the PSA support as well as having access to how-to videos and associated user manuals within our PSA help library. Again, if users have any questions regarding this transition process, please do not hesitate to reach out to PSA support team, or to learn more about the app. To book a demo, please contact our sales department. This concludes today's Lunch and Learn. We will now hold for questions.